EA Sports coverage of the National Football League finds us in the Hoosier State at Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Houston Texans and the Indianapolis Colts. Just a few blocks down the street from the state capitol in Indiana, it's Lucas Oil Stadium, downtown Indianapolis, the home of the Colts. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Houston Texans and the Indianapolis Colts. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico, along with Greg Olson. Off we go from Indianapolis. This is fielded inside the 5. And the return will bring him to the 28-yard line. That's where the offense will get going for the first time in this one. Here's the first carry for the Iowa State Cyclone, David Montgomery. And tough running there. He's up to the 32. Micah Fitzpatrick up to make the stop.
Second and 6.
This will be a second down and 6. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. That's complete. It is Foster Moreau. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
First down.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. Stroud going to get rid of this to Dell. And he'll wind up getting about 7 yards as he is forced out of bounds.
Out of bounds at his own 48-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
from the 48-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3. From the pistol, a run with Montgomery. And he's got it. First down. A pickup of 4.
He's across midfield.
And the offensive line does a really nice job winning this play at the point of attack. And once he got the ball, all he had to really do was just find a crease and hit it. And he's able to pick up the first down.
In some rhythm, the drive's rolling. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground. Again, Montgomery. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
He's brought down at the
A gain of 11 on that one. First down for Houston.
First down.
The Texans desperately needed to improve this run game from a year ago. They went out, they made a splash. They traded for David Montgomery, one of the best power backs in all of football. So I think he's got the grit, the toughness, a lot of the qualities that the Texans are looking for.
The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here. And they'll get a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down. From the gun, here's Stroud.
There's a fine line for any quarterback, Mike, between when to be a passer and when to be a runner. You don't want them always looking for the scramble. But in this case, when you get a lot of room to operate and there's a big gain to be had, take it.
Good play calling rhythm. Drive continues. Another 1st and 10. A quick throw. Going to be caught by Pickens. Running there in the red zone. He did not want to go down. And he picks up the first down. It'll be 1st and goal.
And now they find themselves on the verge of really putting together an opening statement drive here at the start of this game. But now that the field becomes condensed, continue to be smart in the way you attack this defense. The last thing you want to do is settle for 3 in what's been a very aggressive opening drive.
They'll run with Marks. He slowed up quickly as he gets this down to the 6.
At the 6-yard line. A pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Second and goal. To throw is Stroud. To the left side and caught by Schultz. To the goal line and in. Dalton Schultz. Touchdown, Houston. That his 2nd TD catch of the season. Now Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Texans will take a 7-0 lead.
Colts nothing. Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. They'll run here. It's Brees Hall. And he slips through an opening. Winds up getting about 8. That is past the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 2. They'll go again with Hall. This one over before it started. Hit behind the line. It's going to be a loss of a couple.
2nd and 2. You're thinking, I got 2 downs to get 2 yards. How hard can that be? Well, against this defense, it turns out to be a big challenge. They take you back for a loss at 2, and now you find yourself on 3rd down.
Let's see what they do on 3rd and 4.
Okay, here we go.
Shotgun now for Jones. And that is incomplete. Contact, but no flags. It's going to be 4th down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
Fair catch is called for and made just inside the 35-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
On the ground, it's Marks to open the drive. And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Dell, the motion man. On 2nd down, Stroud. Moving to his right. Now a deep ball here for Collins. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. That pickup good for 29 yards.
Nico Collins, he's been C.J. Stroud's favorite target ever since he entered the league, and he's just your prototypical wide receiver, Mike. I mean, he's big, he's strong, he can win with the ball in the air, he can win at the line of scrimmage. There's really no weakness in his game, and as his career's unfolded, he just continues to ascend into the top-tier receivers in the league.
And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
Pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 4. Play fake to Montgomery. And Stroud. And downfield, he's got Schultz, the tight end. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line. Now it is 1st and goal. A handoff, running left, it's Montgomery. He'll get a yard or 2 to the 8. 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up
now here's 2nd and goal. Now Stroud. That's going to be incomplete. And they'll leave just enough time for one final play in this opening quarter.
It's got got to find a way to hold on to that one. I mean, you're right on the doorstep of the end zone. And listen, I understand that hit is coming. Guess what? That hit's coming whether you catch it or not. And you get paid to make the difficult catches. And I would classify that one as tough, but you got to make that catch. Give your team a chance to come away with this drive.
That's to the end zone, intercepted. Picked off by Charvarius Ward. So the two sides going to make that long walk to the other end of the field. It's the Texans who have the early lead. We'll come back to Indianapolis in a moment. The Colts with the football to start this second quarter as they are set to start the drive with 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run, and it's Hall. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Working from the gun, it's Jones. That's to the running back, Breece Hall. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike, you never go broke taking a profit. And give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into the hands of his running back, allow him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch.
Jones going to try and throw on 3rd down. This one's broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down. Here's Rigoberto Sanchez now, as he'll take this a yard or 2 into his own end zone. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. On play action, Stroud. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Big gain of 27 yards. What a way to open the drive. Stroud to throw here on 1st down. That's complete left side to Pickens. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
A gain of 14.
A pickup of 14 on that one. It's good for a Texans 1st down. A quick throw taken in out wide by Dow. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. Give them 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a 1st down. To throw, it's Stroud. He's got his big tight end. Dalton Schultz. Touchdown, Texans. His 2nd touchdown of this 1st half. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
Oh, good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
On first down, Jones. Over the middle, it's intercepted. That's the linebacker, Azeez Al-Shire.
Mike, it's zone defense. You just can't stare down where you want to go with the ball. Everything against zone is manipulating the defensive coverage with your eyes, and he just stares down his receiver. He doesn't even locate the linebacker at all, and he just throws it right to him. And then from there, the linebacker turns into a running back, essentially, and brings this one all the way back for 6.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's first and 10. From the gun, it's Jones. He's got a man. That's Josh Downs. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down.
At the 49-yard line.
Throwing now is Jones. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. That was intended for Ricky Pearsall.
He just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball.
The pressure gets there, and down he goes.
I love blitzing defensive backs. So when they blitz the corner, Mike, they call it a cat pressure. He's the corner cat. Man, it's so hard for the offense to get it beat on him. Who's accounting for him? And in this case, nobody was.
So backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long. Jones. They try to set up the screen, but this one's doomed from the start. It's incomplete.
And this offense just cannot get anything going right now on third down. If you ask any offensive play caller throughout the entire league, Mike, the importance of third down, maintaining possession, making the defense stay on the field and have long extended drives, it is critical to not only scoring points, but ultimately winning in the NFL.
20-yard line.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10. So they start this on the ground with Montgomery. Defense all over that one. They'll come up with a stop, and it's no gain.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming. and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Here's Stroud. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete. Tank Dell was the one he was looking for. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out front.
From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Stroud. Now a deep ball here for Collins. Oh, and that ball's intercepted. Jarvarius Ward with the pick.
Stroud's pass intercepted. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Jones now on 1st down. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Henry To'o in there to bring him down. And that's his 1st sack of the year. Second and long coming up.
Half 18, half 18. New York.
Here's Jones to throw. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play.
Certainly a ball the quarterback wishes he could get back, but sometimes it's the quarterback who makes the receiver look good, or in cases like this, the wide receiver's job is to bail out the quarterback.
Tough one to pick up here. 3rd down and 9.
Here we go. Wait. What's that?
And they won't get another play off. We have reached the 2-minute warning. We'll come back to Indianapolis after this. Third down and 9. To throw, it's Jones. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
It's a gain of 33.
A big gainer for Indianapolis. 33 yards.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
New York, jump the legs. New York, jump the legs.
Throwing on 1st down is Jones. That's going to be incomplete. Very scouted. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
Jones to the air again. That is over the middle and intercepted. That's the linebacker, Azeez Al-Shire. And the Texans are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
I would love to see his weapons do a better job, Mike, especially in the middle of the field, getting open in these zones. I just feel like there's been tight coverage, a lot of little windows to throw through, and yes, anytime you turn the ball over, it's on the quarterback, but the rest of this supporting unit needs to do a better job helping.
Stroud to throw here on 1st and 10. He'll swing this out to Montgomery.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
What a connection. He's down inside the 5-yard line.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Well, here's the chance to cap off a great half. They have it first and goal. From the gun, here's Stroud. And he's in. David Montgomery. Touchdown, Houston. It's his second touchdown of the year. Fairbairn to add the extra point. It's up and through. And the Texans move out to a commanding 28-0 first half lead. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
35-yard line.
Okay, here we go.
Jones now on first down. He'll let this go deep. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
So often we see on these deep passes, the defender lose track of the ball in the air. They then tend to panic, and it either leads to a big pass completion or a defensive PI. In this case, he stays in phase. He's able to break the ball up and prevent a big play from happening.
2nd and 10.
Half jumbo.
Shotgun now for Jones. Open man, his tight end, Tyler Warren. And he'll be taken down as time runs out and we've come to the end of the first half of play. So we are at halftime, and Greg and I will be back right after this. It's the National Football League on EA Sports. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Jones. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Tyler Warren, the man he was looking for there. And that will lead to a second down.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Daniil Hunter. He gets in there to drop him for a big loss. And now it's 3rd and long. Now, Jones. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there. And they force 4th down.
And another wasted drive here, Mike, and they start to add up. And coming out of halftime, you would think that they would make some adjustments to try to get some points on the scoreboard, but so far, looks like much of the same.
And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. On the ground, Montgomery to start the drive. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
So as we take a look at the box score, Mike, you realize here they got the lead. We're in the second half, but they don't have a lot of rush yards. It's because they use the passing game to score points and establish the lead. Now, how we judge their run game is from here to the end of the game. Can they pile up yards now in the second half and close this game out?
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Call it a gain of 13. First down for Houston.
Second and short. Normally, this is a great time, Mike, to put the ball in the air and try to press the ball downfield. But in this case, they keep it on the ground. Has a similar effect. They pick up a good gain and a first down.
New set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Once again, it's Marks. And this time, they are ready for him. Thrown for a loss. And it's 2nd down.
This is pretty impressive from the big guy in the middle, Mike. I mean, typically, we see these guys make most of their plays on the interior of the defense. They're big bodies, they're run stuffers. But look at the athleticism here as he's able to get outside the numbers and make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on 2nd down. Stroud. The blitz gets there, and he lost the football. The Colts have got it. They're going to take over in good field position at the 40-yard line.
That was a great play by the defense, Mike. He got a little sloppy with ball security as he leaves the pocket. They're able to knock it loose and put an end to this drive.
Half 18. New York jumbo legs. New York jumbo legs. Up.
Working from the gun, it's Jones. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
Mike, when you're completing less than 35% of your passes, you're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL. He's just too erratic throughout the course of the game. Sometimes it's exactly how they practiced. And at other times, it looks like they've never practiced at all.
They'll run it out of the gun, and it's Hall. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
Now they've got 3rd and inches. They'll try to run for it with Hall. A pickup of 12 yards. That's good for a Colts first down.
Nice run there by Hall, and I think all of us, Mike, we're still waiting for him to take that next step. He had his first 1,000-yard rushing season last year, but it still feels like there's some more potential in there that just hasn't quite been unlocked.
Here we go, hey. Hey, easy, ladybug.
Now Jones. He'll swing this one out to Hall. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
What an advantage it brings the defense when you have cornerbacks that are such willing tacklers. It just brings an extra element to the ability to defend the entire field. And this is a great example here why.
This will be a 2nd down and 6.
Set. Never play. Set.
Back to throw is Jones. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. That's the linebacker, Azeez Al-Shai. And the Texans are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. They'll start on the ground, and this is Marks. And he's going to be taken down up around the 24-yard line. They get 11 and quickly pick up a first down.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
Right back to Marks on first down. And finally, they'll bring him down, but he's up beyond the 45-yard line. What a way to start this drive. A second big play. This one for 22.
And this is how you just keep wearing down a defense. You find yourself with a pretty big lead. Now can they just lean on this run game the rest of the way and close this game out with a win?
Now they'll pitch it out here.